Rich people are leaving London. Now, some people watching this channel might say it's a good thing, but this is a painting and decorating channel. And if you're in the domestic business like me, that's not good. I mean, the rich people or the rich customers are the ones that pay the best. There's a reason that Pimlico plumbers and sort of top-end companies target rich customers because they can charge 40% more, 45% more and make more money. Yes, they have to provide a better service, but it's where the money is. And so the fact that rich people are essentially leaving London is a problem. I speak to these customers and I also speak to estate agents I work with. And whereas sort of 2 years ago, 3 years ago, it was wealthy people saying, I'm building an indoor cinema, can you make it perfect for me? And all the rest of it, and wanted to spend on quality. Now they're like, I want to sell, I need to sell, I'm leaving London, I'm often leaving the UK, I just want to make it look good, cover over the cracks, and I'm out of here. And this is a problem because painters and decorators and all the rest of it, a lot of us rely on that. Even in London, it's like building houses for wealthy people to come to, high-end spec houses, and that's good money. And London basically had 2 or 3 things going for it over the last 10 or 20 years. We didn't have a manufacturing industry in the UK anymore, so basically it was services, financial services, and rich people coming here spending money. And the financial services, since the credit crunch, hasn't really boomed. I mean, it's still around, but it isn't as big as it was. People are in it, they're getting nice money, but they're not getting wage rates sort of increasing with inflation and all the rest of it. So it's not as amazing as it was. But wealthy people, that was big. And Fortnum and Mason and all those things and high-end tradespeople doing the high-end work sort of relied on it. So what's happened? Well, rich people started really coming here from all around the world in the 70s. That's when it sort of all opened up and got popular and people came here. And in the 2000s as well, Cool Britannia, property prices were going up, people were spending money on property, and there was lots of stuff here, people coming and all the rest of it. And in about the last year and a half, it changed. And I had sort of customers saying to me, sort of, I could be anywhere. I could sort of be New York, I could be Switzerland, I could be in Dubai. Why would I be in London? It wasn't just sort of the taxes and all the rest of it. That was an issue. It wasn't just that. It was just sort of the crime going up and all the rest of it. I've had even more recently people saying, I never used to get broken into before. My neighbour's been broken into. I've been broken into. They don't feel as safe walking down the street. A lot of the rich people are wearing stuff. They don't feel so sort of comfortable about it. The sort of big Cool Britannia, the big buzz they sort of feel is going, and it just isn't the place to be. I mean, I've heard people saying things about other cities as well in other countries, but they've said it about London. And speaking to estate agents now, sort of the really wealthy properties that were bought sight unseen. People would sort of buy an expensive property from the other side of the world without even having seen it. That real boom of just construction and building and stuff going on and people working on new developments. It just isn't there. It just isn't. And they just sort of say London's kind of losing it. And I mean, it isn't just people leaving the UK. Simon Cowell is just an example. He sort of had break-ins and crime problems, so he's left for the countryside and so on. So that's sort of where it's going. Now, you might even say good, because there's lots of properties in central London where wealthy people have homes in like 3 or 4 countries. They're only here for the summer or a short time. And so people haven't got the use of those homes living in it all year round. So you might say good, depending where you come from. But from a painting and decorating point of view, when I speak to painters and decorators in the domestic work, it's an issue. And there is work coming in, just sort of sorting out these properties, but it's not the same. I'd love to know your thoughts. You may disagree with everything I've been saying. This is my experiences, this is what I've seen, but I'm sure you've seen other things as well. Speak to you soon.